Yep, you know what time it is, man. This is, of course, your favorite channel, man, CTB. It's Chin Tuck Boxing. I'm your boy, Jay Slay. Say what up to him, man.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in.
Most definitely, you know what you're tuning into, man. This is a segment we call here Chin Check. This is when we rock you guys with Chin with boxing news, boxing information, boxing rumors. And we're definitely going to put some money in you guys' pocket tomorrow because we're going to give you the odds of the fight. The big fight tomorrow night, man. Everybody know what it is. It's Ryan Garcia versus Tank Davis, man. I cannot wait for this fight, yo. Are you excited for this fight, bro?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Like, this is probably the biggest fight that we had in some years as far as the public. So I'm excited because this is a big win for the boxing community.
Most definitely. I think the last fight of this magnitude, like I think off the top of my head, might have been Floyd McGregor. Well, this magnitude, like with this much promotion, this much casual fandom involved with it, this might be the biggest fight since then, I think. But I'm looking forward to it, man. I love a fight. It's like a love-hate thing. I kind of love a fight that brings both fan bases. It kind of brings the hardcore boxing fans and it brings the casuals in. It's a little annoying. It gets annoying on social media, talking to them, and it gets annoying when you talk to people out and about in the city about the fight. But you know what I'm saying? It's worth it at the end of the night when the casual fans either get their heart broken or they get the glow a little bit. Because sometimes casual fans get their shine a little bit too and get that little glow. What are some of the strengths you see of Ryan Garcia that's going to get Tank Davis some problems, man?
His height and reach. I think he has to stay on the end on this fight, keep his distance, keep Tank Davis guessing. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a sitting target. But like you said, he don't move his feet well, so that's gonna be a question. Like I said, he like to sit down, but if he can just keep his distance, he can make it interesting. Because like I told you before, to me, Tank Davis, he's a guy that likes to study a fighter and figure him out, and then in the back half of the fight, he normally catch him. But it normally takes him about 4 or 5 rounds to put his calculations in before he gets to a fighter. So maybe if Ryan Garcia, like Tank Davis did against Rolly, he started a little slow. Santa Cruz, he started a little slow. Mario Barrios, he started a little slow. If he can start a little slow, and in that kind of environment, at this magnitude of this fight, he can make him a little nervous and anxious as far as trying to force something. Because if he gets down 3-1 in the first 4 rounds, and you can start to feel the tension in the crowd and tension from his corner, he may start to panic. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a different type of fight for both of them. I think that Tank Davis has been on this stage before his pay-per-view, but this is a different level of pay-per-view. This is huge. So if you get down 3 or 4 rounds, you're gonna feel it in the fight from the crowd. So I'm curious if Ryan Garcia can get a fast start, which I think he will. Can he force Tank Davis to do things that he normally wouldn't do, or is not in his characteristics because of the pressure of the magnitude of the fight?
That's great points, man. Very great points. I'm gonna say it's combination of punches, man. He gotta load his hands go this fight. They said it a lot in the press conferences and in the build-up of the fight. They say that Tank Davis throws the least amount of punches of any fighter, of any active fighter. He throws the least amount of punches, but he is the most accurate. He points that out a lot. He's the most accurate puncher in boxing, but he throws the least amount of punches in boxing. So with that being said, Ryan Garcia gonna have to let his hands go really a lot, especially like you said, like you broke down earlier in the fight. He has to avoid leaning back. I know he's gonna have a tendency of wanting to lean back and try to trap Tank into a check hook. He has to hold that off in the first half of the fight, in my honest opinion. He has to wait to Tank Davis slow down a little bit to try that, because he tried that too early and pulled back too early. He's gonna find himself catching a lot of body shots. So he's gonna have to let his hands go early on, especially his jab and his right hand, to get Tank forgetting about that left hook, in my honest opinion. So my strength here is gonna be, of course, his quick hands and throwing punches and bunches to get Tank Davis off balance. All right, man, what are some of the strengths you see Tank Davis has that's gonna give Ryan Garcia the blues, man?
I think that like you said, as far as his attributes, I think that he has all the advantages. I think he has the higher ring IQ. I think he's the better defensive fighter. I think he definitely got more power. And then, like you said, the speed is not a big difference like people think. People just think that Ryan Garcia is a lot faster than Tank Davis, and he's not. It's probably even. So Only thing that, like I said, Ryan Garcia has is the physical attributes, which is the height and the reach. But other than that, that's it. But Tank Davis used to that. That everybody he fights is 2 or 3 inches taller than him, has longer reach. I think that's what he prefers. That's what he used to. So to me, Tank Davis, his biggest strength is gonna be, I think, it's gonna be his experience as far as being in bigger fights and being on bigger stages. I think that Ryan Garcia, like I said earlier, this is gonna be another level for both of them. But Tank Davis has been on pay-per-view. He's been in these big fights. He's been in this press conference. To me, if you look at it over like the last week, to me, Ryan Garcia seems a little drained. I ain't talking about weight drain, just mentally drained from the press coverage and the flights and going here and going there, going to New York, going to California. Tank Davis did this 3 or 4 times. So this is new to Ryan Garcia. And I think it's going to be a big advantage in the fight because I think that I can see a lot of tightness in Ryan Garcia that could cost him in this fight. But we'll give our prediction later on to how it's going to play out.
Most definitely. I'm going to use ring IQ like you, man, but it's for a different reason. I think the way you set traps is a lot more advanced than it is for Ryan Garcia. We know what Ryan Garcia traps are. You're going to either lean back and catch you with a check hook, or it's going to, you know what I'm saying, catch you coming in with your hands down and hit you with a check hook. That's what Ryan Garcia's trap. This is like the basis of his trap game. Tank Davis can set traps anyway. He can set traps if you coming forward. He can set traps like he hit coming forward, like he hit Mario Barrios to the stomach and had dropped Mario Barrios with the uppercut to the stomach. Or he can set traps with you going backwards, like he did with Rolly Romero and caught him and had him, in the middle ropes. Tank Davis, the way he set traps, man, is underrated. A lot of people sleep on his ring IQ because of what I said earlier. He doesn't throw a lot of punches. He relies on his power really a lot. He relies on his power a lot, and like I said before, it plays into his favor a lot of the times because of his ring IQ and because of his quickness and because of his, his fast intuitiveness. Like a lot of people think that Tank just a lucky puncher, but it takes. Power is one thing, but you need a game plan to set up that power, especially when you throw as less punches as he throws. You know how hard it is. Put it like this: you know how hard it is to fight somebody without throwing punches, and then you finally catch on some shit to change the whole landscape of the whole fight. That takes a level of skill that a lot of people sleep on. It's not a lucky punch per se. It's a trap they've been laying the whole time that they finally got got a piece of.
A lot of confidence too.
A lot of confidence, exactly. When you falling behind them cars, you gotta be strong-willed to really rely on that game plan you set, and you gotta know that a shot coming. I think Deontay Wilder said it best. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be perfect for 12 rounds. Only gotta be perfect for 2 seconds. I think Tank Davis is the epitome of that. I think Tank Davis, he lands the shot and he gets you out of there, man. But what are some of the weaknesses you see that Ryan Garcia gonna show, man? That Tank gonna get?
I'm gonna give you both on because you are. It's funny because you named both of the weaknesses while you was talking. For me, Ryan Garcia weakness is glaring, and that is he's just relying on that hook. He's predictable. You know what he's trying to do. You know he's trying to catch you with. Tank Davis and everybody that know anything about boxing know this what Garcia is gonna do. I don't think it's much too many wrinkles to his game. You know what he's trying to do. So I think for a guy like you said that has that kind of ring IQ, and you depending on one punch the whole fight to catch him, I think you wishing on a star. And for Tank Davis, like you said, I think his weakness is he relies a little too much on his power, and that's a great strength because his power is unreal. But like you said, you falling behind on the cards, the pressure is building. You get down 3 or 4 rounds, and you get to the 7th or 8th round, it can get kind of scary, and a lot of tension can build. So, it's a lot of confidence, and you got to have a high IQ, but it's also very dangerous to play that game of falling behind because you so confident in your ability that at some point he gonna catch you in those 12 rounds.
That's very good points. I'm gonna say I think this is gonna be the 12-round fight. I think Ryan Garcia gonna get antsy, bro. Like you said, this is his first fight at this level. Excuse me. I think, especially early on, you're gonna have the early world jitters. He's gonna start getting nervous. He's gonna probably throw a lot of punches with his hands down. He's gonna forget the fundamentals. He's gonna forget everything early on. Then when the fight started to slow down and he might hurt Tank here and there. Tank gonna get hurt him here and there. The fight started, getting more into the sweat stage. I call it the sweat stage. I say the first 3 between round 3 and round 5 is that part where people start laying their game plans down and start trying to get you out of there for real, especially Tank. I think when it gets to that round 4, round 5, I think Ryan Garcia is gonna get really, really antsy because Tank gonna be a bully at that point. I think Tank gonna push forward and gonna start to try to get into Ryan's chest. What Ryan does at that point is going to make the fight for me. If Ryan lands a big shot in that small window that he going to be given, then he might be all right. But I don't see that happening at that stage of the fight. If Ryan Garcia catch Tank, to me, it's going to be either early or it's going to be super late in the fight. I think in the middle rounds, it's going to be Tank being the bully. And I want to see how Ryan Garcia take that type of pressure in the middle rounds.